Hello, so here I am checking in with you for episode 2 of Project Big Stefan. I'm done with my current hypertrophy routine program. It was 6 weeks long, and I'm going to tell you a little bit how it went and how I feel and what's coming. So stay tuned and let's go. Okay, so here we are. I took a shower, had my post-workout lunch, and now let's recap a little bit the last couple of weeks. I did the MI40 Foundation workout program the last 6 weeks, which was a really interesting take on actual bodybuilding. It was basically a routine that made you hit the gym 5 times a week, sometimes with the option of an additional workout like AM, PM workouts, or a couple of extra exercises on a particular day, all laid out quite clear and easy. I tried to follow all of them because I enjoyed it whenever I could make the time. What I usually didn't do was opt for the double sessions. Instead, if there was an AM PM session, I might have worked out 6 days a week instead. So I just took it on one of the off days, which in a workout schedule are days in which you are supposed to do some cardio. So I did this instead, simply because it was fun. That was good. A few times the AM PM sessions happened to fall on a Saturday, so there I actually went to the gym twice, which I think in the 6 weeks that happened once or twice, and that was good. Enjoyed that part. What I have to say about the program, besides it being interesting and fun, having some coffee, I hope you guys don't mind. One of my favorite drinks. So at the beginning I really struggled with picking the right weights, as Ben Pekulski has quite a special take on how to put your muscles in a situation where it's mechanically really unfavorable, ending up in a position that you actually have to work and use the muscle, often showing you how much you rely on other movers in your body to actually get the weight from A to B, and now it wasn't really moving the weight, it was actually working the muscle. It took me definitely 2 or 3 weeks to get into this, to remember most of the cues he had, most of the things he mentioned. So it's really not a workout program I would suggest a beginner to do, because there's really a lot to pay attention to. I'm not saying I'm a pro by whatever standards, but if you are advanced and you actually have a feeling for your body, you can do this. So I really give it a try. I liked it and I learned a lot about my body. I always hated chest days because I never really was able to feel my pecs in whatever way. And now this changed. I could feel them quite well. And overall the last 6 weeks my body grew a lot, and I got definitely stronger. So that said, now it's time for something else and different. So as I want to grow big and strong and like a challenge, I will start again a new powerlifting routine, 14 weeks of bench, squat and deadlift. I did this last year already once. In general, it's a 16-week routine, but I shortened it by 2 weeks as I found a potential meet in 14 weeks. So I don't know yet if I will go there. I have to figure out if I can afford it, go there and everything, hotel or Airbnb, how much it costs to actually participate, and I have to buy a singlet and all this, and no idea if I can make this happen. I hope so, because then I could compete in my first meet. So to actually be ready by then, I tweaked a little bit the program, shortened it by 2 weeks, and we'll get ready. And that will start on Monday. So tomorrow I will try to recover as good as I can, as I will do now, and start strong. I figured the last weeks and months that when it comes to powerlifting, my biggest weaknesses when it comes to the squat are my quads. Or not sure if it's my weakness, just they are not as strong as my hamstrings are and my back. So my hips always shoot up first, and it's hard to keep my knees out when the weights get heavier, so my glutes could be stronger too. This is something I'm going to emphasize on my training the next few weeks, making sure that I get even more strength in my glutes and my quads than I have focused on the last couple of weeks already. So we'll see how this works. Looking forward to that. So I'm trying to be a bit less specific the first 6, 7, 8 weeks of my powerlifting programming, meaning I will definitely not do that many competition lifts as later on, and I will do add trap bar deadlifts, high bar squats, front squats to work on my weaknesses, hip thrusts, glute ham raises, as my gym now recently got one of these machines, so I can actually use them, and I hope this will all help me in my way to become bigger and stronger. That said, one of the things you need to become bigger and stronger are calories, food and nutrition. So I'm still not really getting heavier since starting my reverse diet mid of October. Now we are mid-end of February. I increased my calories from on average of 2,000 calories a day up to now I'm around 3,400, so quite a lot more, and I'm a little more than a kilo or maybe 1.5 kilos, which would be 3 pounds, a little bit more, a little bit less if you're from the US, heavier. So I didn't really gain much weight at all. I feel better, I feel definitely stronger, and I'm getting more muscular, so I'm not even sure if I'm not getting much fatter for the moment, which was the whole idea of this very slow and gradual reverse diet. I keep increasing calories more and more. No idea where I'm going to end up. I'm quite sure that there is still room for another 200-300 calories, maybe to even come to maintenance. So that would be around 3,700. Who knows? We'll see. My powerlifting program will be a 5-day routine, mainly giving me more time to squat more often because I'm still a beginner there, and I need I like to come in more frequent and do a little less just to get better at the movements themselves. So it will mean 3 times a week I will squat in some form or another. 3 times a week I will bench in some form or another. Because my bench is definitely my weakest power lift. I definitely have a poverty bench press, and twice a week I will deadlift. That's quite often for deadlifting, but then again my weights aren't that heavy yet because I'm not pulling 200 kilos. I'm quite far away from that, so I think I can recover from that. Last year I was able to recover with much less fuel in my system, and I need to practice, and I want to practice. I like to squat, I like to deadlift, I don't like to bench, but I need to practice, so that's what I'm trying to do. Let's see how this will turn out. Maybe it's hard to tell at the moment, but I'm actually really curious to see how this will progress the next few weeks and months. Just a little tired after quite an intense workout week and work week. Yeah, I guess that's it for episode 2 of Project Big Stefan. I hope you like this kind of format and try to make this real. This is who I am, this is what I'm doing. Not trying to sugarcoat anything, not trying to make it look fancy. I try to check in with you once a week, and if I can manage to get some decent footage, I will share a little bit of my training progress starting off as of Monday. You guys let me know in the comments below if you like this or not. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Share your thoughts, ask your questions. What would you like to hear, to know? What are you curious about? Fire away. Subscribe to the channel. Follow along. Send this to your friends. And have fun. Enjoy your weekend. And see you next episode. Bye.